AITA traveling with my mom to Lisbon even if my friend wanted to. I 31F have a friend Albo 31F, call her Becky, with whom we have been friends for 15 years. Over the last decade, we have traveled together to various places. We have been to London, Berlin, by the sea, and we have also visited our country together. X200B. Sometimes we talked about other destinations. Berlin has always been Becky's number one. She mentioned maybe twice that she would like to see Lisbon, but traveling there has always been very expensive for me. First of all, a few years ago, when she proposed this direction, my financial situation was not as stable as it is now. X200B. Secondly, I don't like spending as much money on myself as this trip would cost. Thirdly, Portugal was a suggestion that came up maybe twice in our conversations over the course of a decade. We talked more often about Berlin, London or Amsterdam, where we also wanted to go. I didn't think traveling to Lisbon was that important. X200B. Half a year ago I wanted to buy my mother 57F a gift for her birthday. She always dreamed of traveling to Lisbon. She talked about it very often. My financial situation has improved significantly. Besides, even if it wasn't that good, it would be easier for me to spend money on fulfilling my mother's dream than on getting myself such an expensive gift as a trip to Portugal with Becky. So I booked a trip for me and my mother. It is worth adding that this is our first trip together in 4 years. I went away with Becky much more often, even a year ago. X200B. And now the drama. After I told Becky about the gift for my mother in the form of a trip, she was furious. She asked why I did this to her. Because I knew she wanted to go there. I explained that in my conversations with her, this direction was mentioned by her maybe twice and other directions of expeditions were mentioned by her more often or the same amount. So I didn't think it was that important compared to the fact that for my mother, a trip to Lisbon was a dream that she couldn't afford. She earns little. I generally come from a poor home. X200B. I apologized to Becky and explained that if at any point she had said that it was so important to her, we would definitely have gone there. Because it is easier for me to spend money on making someone else's dreams come true than on my desires for expensive trips. The situation has calmed down. Until now. X200B. My mother and I went on a trip. My friend first wrote to me that she didn't want to receive photos from this trip. I traveled a lot by my work. She always loved hen. I sent her same photos, stopped following my stories on social media, and then stopped talking to me altogether. She's been silent for a few days now, and we've always been in contact almost 24 hours a day. X200B. AITA. In this situation, what should I do?